Today we delve into the world of art and celebrate the bard with all our heart. William Shakespeare, playwright of renown, a master of the stage with golden crown, a writer skilled with words that dance and sing, his verses like a bird on graceful wing. An artist true, his works forever catch. Now let's discover if he is. If unmatched be the choice of game, play on. William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet, and actor. He is widely recognized as the greatest writer in the English language and the foremost dramatist globally. Often referred to as England's national poet and the Bard of Avon, his surviving works include about 39 plays, 154 sonnets, 3 long narrative poems, and a few other verses, some with uncertain authorship. His plays have been translated into numerous languages and are staged more frequently than those of any other playwright. Shakespeare remains highly influential in the English literary canon, with ongoing scholarly examination and reinterpretation of his works. Shakespeare was born and brought up in Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. He married Anne Hathaway at 18, and they had 3 children, Susanna and twins Hamnet and Judith. Between 1585 and 1592, he embarked on a successful career in London as an actor, playwright, and part owner of the Lord Chamberlain's Men, later renamed the King's Men, under King James VI of Scotland's reign. Around the age of 49, approximately in 1613, he retired to Stratford, where he passed away 3 years later. Sparse records exist about Shakespeare's personal life, sparking various speculations about his appearance, sexuality, religious beliefs, and even debates about authorship of his works. Shakespeare's most renowned works were created between 1589 and 1613. Initially, he focused on comedies and histories, producing some of the genre's finest pieces. Later, he delved into tragedies until about 1608, including masterpieces like Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth, which are revered as pinnacle achievements in English literature. In his later years, he ventured into tragicomedies, also known as romances, and collaborated with other playwrights. While many of his plays were published during his lifetime, it wasn't until 1623 that his colleagues John Hemmings and Henry Condell released the first folio, a comprehensive collection of 36 plays. Its preface, authored by Ben Jonson, a former competitor of Shakespeare's, lauded him as timeless, not of an age, but for all time. Shakespeare's work was written in iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter is a rhythmic pattern that consists of 10 syllables per line, with alternating stressed and unstressed syllables. Let's use the passage I spoke earlier as an example. Today we delve into the world of art, and celebrate the bard with all our heart. Did you hear the pronunciations? Iambic pentameter is a rhythmic pattern in poetry that consists of 10 syllables, with stress on every other syllable. You may have heard this definition when you looked it up online. While it is mostly correct, it lacks a massive exception. Iambic pentameter does not just add stress to every other syllable. Depending on the line, it can go back and forth between non-stress into stress or stress into non-stress. If we were to follow this inaccurate definition of an iambic pentameter, my poem would sound like this. Today we delve into the world of art and celebrate the bard with all our heart. See the difference? If we followed that definition, we would find ourselves misrepresenting how to properly pronounce a poem in iambic pentameter. Now you may be asking yourself, Angel, why does it matter how I pronounce a poem? As long as I read it, I can understand the message, right? Well, allow me to give you one example of why this isn't the case. The depth in art is what makes it so beautiful. So let's use a single word to explain why iambic pentameter was important in Shakespeare's plays. If I was to say, I'm a little behind, you would assume I'm talking about a show or a book I need to catch up on. But if I said, I'm a little behind, well, let's just say it might signify something else. Pronouncing a poem correctly could make or break the reader from fully understanding its message. An I am is this level of pronunciation, which would actually mean a non-stressed syllable followed by a stressed, or vice versa. Pente comes from the word 5 in Greek, and meter is the line of measurement, which means the iambic pentameter is a line of 10 syllables where each syllable either follows a stressed line or a non-stressed line in a rhythmic pattern. One of my personal favorite attributes about Shakespeare's deck in Unmatched is that many of his cards reference some of his most famous plays. All are punished is from Romeo and Juliet. It is a line said by the ruler of Verona, Prince Aeschylus, and probably best sums up the well-known tragedy. Et tu, Brute? Is from Julius Caesar. A line said by Caesar himself when he realizes that his friend Marcus Junius Brutus is among the assassins that are slaying him. Once more, unto the breach originates from Henry V. It is spoken by King Henry in a speech that urges his troops to enter the breach they have made in Harfleur's wall and take control of the town by force. My kingdom for a horse. The final words of Richard III. Some interpret it as the idea of a king wanting a horse so badly that he would give his whole kingdom for one. Others see it as a metaphor for his life, where within his final moments, he needed that horse in order to survive. Some of the other card titles reference terminology within theater. Revise and again are as simple as they sound, revising a script or practicing a performance once again, while places is a call-out used to set everyone in their place before a show starts. And beautiful arts such as Deceive represents the most well-known imagery within theater, the comedy and tragedy masks. William Shakespeare is such an incredible addition to Unmatched. I'm thrilled to play him just as much as I was excited to learn about him in the making of this video and the others. If you're intrigued to see this set for yourself, there will be a link in the description where you can buy Unmatched Slings and Arrows now. Thank you Restoration Games for allowing me to cover Shakespeare and the others so soon, and thank you all for watching this series up until now. It's been a blast to work on, and I look forward to getting better and doing even more in the future. Prepare for an exciting journey with Historically Unmatched, a video series dedicated to the skirmish battle game Unmatched by Restoration Games. Unleashing the true power of every newly released fighter, we delve into their origins, dissect their decks, and scrutinize their abilities to unveil their unparalleled skills. Then, I will enter the biggest Unmatched tournament of the year, Summer of Legends, armed solely with the latest fighters. We'll witness if these formidable warriors rise to glory or end up being